Yo people, new day, new adventure. Here we are in northern Albania, just outside of Schkoder, headed up to go hiking in Theth today. I'm super excited to get up into the mountains. I've wanted to get up into the Accursed Mountains of Albania since we moved here. They look super, super gorgeous. Stayed in this really cute guest house last night, maybe you can see like orchards back here. I think maybe they're plum orchards or something like that. Super, super cute spot, but I'm really stoked to get up into those mountains. So let's get on the road and head that direction. This little kitten could not be cuter. Last night I was hanging out with a friend at this table and this little kitten was just all over me, so friendly. And by this point, so I've driven like all over Europe, and I have to say, this drive, like some of the driving in Albania was really pretty, but this specific drive from Schkoder to Theth is so gorgeous. Honestly, I think it competes with any drive we've done in the Alps. The Dolomites do have some really special mountain passes. At the time, I was thinking it's just as good as any other driving in Europe. In retrospect, when you're driving the mountain passes in the Dolomites, the mountains just seem closer. But all that said, it is so beautiful. You just kind of approach this mountain valley, and then you climb up into it, and then you cross a pass, and you're going down the other side, and it's all truly mind-blowing. This road up to Theth is so beautiful. I'm absolutely loving this drive. It's incredible. Just ringed by these massive mountains in the middle of this big valley. It's awesome. And the little villages we've gone through, also so pretty. And I found this guy in the shop last night, like some sort of Albanian Red Bull. When I'm going on long drives is the only time I ever do energy drinks. And I like a Red Bull, but I thought let's give Golden Eagle a try. As long as we're here in Albania, do as the Romans do, right? It smells exactly like Red Bull. And it tastes exactly like a Red Bull knockoff. It's not bad, actually. I'm not out on Golden Eagle. Red Bull wasn't expensive. It was like somewhere around €35 or something. But Golden Eagle was like 45 cents. Well, let's get back on that road, hit up Theth, and get on the trail. Later, I'll talk a little bit about getting a late trail start. It's because as I was looking up information, I just wasn't exactly sure where the trailhead is. So as I was looking into it, I thought I might as well get in there around 8 in the morning. I can stop and get a coffee at a cafe and ask some directions. Turns out that was super foolish. I should have just been there early and gone for that early trail start. It is so easy to find the trailhead. So here you can see I'm kind of like walking through the town up towards the trailhead, and already there's pack horses. You're gonna see there are pack horses everywhere on this trail. And I did see once or twice the guys kind of like lost control of them a little bit. Just be careful. Just like in Montenegro, the trail signs look like Latvian flags, which is fun. I guess this is probably the trail sign for all of the peaks of the Balkans. Well, we already grabbed that trailhead. I delayed our leaving for a little bit because I wasn't sure exactly where the trailhead was. Turns out you can't miss it. There's like one main road through Theth, and you just follow that road, hits the trail, go. So we hit the trail about 8:45. Everything I've read says this is the least pretty part of this trail. It's already pretty. I'm very excited. This is gonna be amazing. Given the late trail start, I am super glad to have these clouds around. It's really nice. Next time, I wouldn't worry so much about getting directions. I would just get here early, hit the trail really early, because I think it's gonna get hot later. But hopefully when it gets hot, we're on the way down, coming back. We'll see how it goes. There's a super beautiful swimming hole back there near Theth called the Blue Eye. It's like a big Instagram spot or whatever. So hopefully, end of the trail, we're going for a little swim. It's gonna be rad. These epic mountain views start like immediately from the town of Theth. and they only get better and better the further you go up the trail. It's like you're ringed by these incredible mountains, and then you cross over Valbona Pass and you're just ringed by entirely different, beautiful, beautiful mountains.
So it's pretty funny. In my adult life, I've had 2 dogs, both the absolute best dogs in the world. There was Rosie. She was the ultimate trail dog. Unfortunately, we lost her a year or 2 ago. But oh man, she was so perfect on the trail. She was like agile and able and loved it and would keep up. And for every mile I did on the trail, she did 3 going back and forth. Then we get a few miles in, she'd settle in right on my hip. She was amazing. Lily is just a princess. I think she doesn't mind it. She likes a little bit of activity. She's unhappy right now. She has to be on leash because she was hanging back. There's donkeys behind us, so you can't hang back, precious. It's like the only way to keep her up with me. Keep her on leash. It's just funny. She is a princess. That's what she is. One thing about this section of the peaks of the Balkans, you're not going to be alone, which is all right. I'd just make it a goal to meet people. Maybe that's what I'll do.
And I did in fact make several friends on the trail. I was moving pretty quick, so I kind of cruised past some people, but there were times that I had a chance to stop and talk. It was really fun. I met something like a Boy Scout troop from Germany. They were definitely older than Boy Scouts often are in the United States. I also met a Spanish couple and a few Americans. These are the first Americans I'd met anywhere on this road trip. Of course, it helps to make friends when you're traveling with such a cute doggy. This is one thing I haven't seen anywhere else in the Balkans. These piles of garbage, it's a little bit sad to see, but I guess I'm not that surprised. It's like one of the things I often tell people about the Balkans is it's a little bit of a step back to the Wild West. And on the way up to Valbona Pass from Theth, you pass 3 little cafes, but this one has like these cold drinks sitting in an ice bath. It looks super awesome. All of them have super great views. Be a really fun spot to sit and have a beer, soda, maybe a piece of pie. Just like in Montenegro, is like the easiest trail in the world to follow. Like, yeah, watch for the trail signs, but honestly, just follow the trail. And friends of the channel will know I usually am wearing trail sandals, but today I opted for legit trail shoes because I didn't know how long this day was going to be, and I think some of the trail might be exposed granite, so if I'm going to spend a lot of hours hiking on granite, I'd rather have a real shoe.
Well, on this big climb, I am very glad for this tree cover. Oh man, I bet that sun is baking, and I bet we're gonna get up in it at some point. That's all right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna fight through. Plenty of water, it's gonna be fine. But you know what I miss right about now? It's those cable cars in the Italian Dolomites in Dumitor National Park in Montenegro. Cable cars are sweet. Peaks of the Balkans, seems like no cable cars. That's all right, you gotta earn it though. So let's get out there and earn it. Go, go, go.
Here's the second of these little cafes I'm passing. These little tables on the cliff are so cute. They obviously had fresh watermelon right by the ordering window. There's a sign over here for fresh pie, all sounds super fun. And right outside, some tied up pack horses. Like I was saying, they are everywhere.
Never gets old. Oh man. Absolutely love it.
Even though these are a legit trail shoe, they're still barefoot shoes, and I absolutely love them. So if you don't mind, let me tell you about Xero shoes for just a moment. I love Xero shoes. Barefoot shoes honestly changed my life, and if you're interested in the whole story, I'll link it up in the corner. Xero has an awesome range of barefoot shoes at what I think is the best price point in the market. And on the trail, they are a game changer for weight, for ease, and just for pure enjoyment. Here's the deal. Every mile you hike on the trail, your feet actually travel 2 miles. I mean, if each shoe weighs 1 pound and you're carrying 2 shoes and they're traveling twice as far, we're talking about 4 pounds on your feet. All that said, most sneakers are around 2 pounds and most boots are often close to 3 pounds. So we're talking about 8 pounds on your feet that you're bringing on the trail. Like before you talk about water and pack weight and everything. Well, by comparison, if you just look, barefoot shoes cut out almost all of that weight. And then there's water crossings. If you consider boots like this, you're gonna stop, take off your boots, take off your socks, cross the water, sit down, clean your feet, put on your boots, and then carry on. One of the things I learned in barefoot shoes is I'm just gonna crash right through, and in a half mile, my feet are dry. Maybe the biggest change with barefoot shoes is that I'm actually aware of where my feet step on the trail. I used to chase like that big scenery, so I'd just try to smash out trail miles and get to those big views. But now in barefoot shoes, I actually pay attention to the travel like roots, rocks, foliage, pine cones. And I know it sounds crazy, but I actually enjoy the trail so much more this way. It means rather than just speeding for the high ground, I enjoy every step on the trail. Xero has an awesome selection of trail shoes and sandals, and you can check them out in the link in the description. And if you use my affiliate link below, it really helps me out, and I know you'll enjoy them just as much as I do. Thanks, let's get back to the trail. First, I could not figure out what this little shelter is, but I think it's a spot to stop. Like if you have the pack horses out and you get caught in bad weather, under this little shelter, it looks like there's a little fire pit where the people would hang out. And then inside this shelter over here is probably where they tie up the pack horses. And it's really cool that people have kind of tagged it up with everywhere they come from. Some are names and some are places. And of course, it's awesome Latvia's represented. When I first saw it, I wonder if these were my biking friends from a couple days ago. But the dates don't match up, so there's multiple groups of Latvians have come through this summer. A few miles up the trail, we started meeting some dogs. There are tons of trail dogs. They were all super nice and cute, and they followed us around, so it was kind of fun that we had a little pack of doggies with us for a while. These people were having lunch by the stream. They were definitely not super happy to have some dogs interrupt lunchtime. Here we're passing by the third one of those 3 little cafes. It looked like at this one, people are having like full plates of food. It looked really good. I love all these exposed roots. It's so cool. And it's crazy the way that these root systems are strong enough to hold up these tall trees, even while they're kind of hanging off the edge of this hill. It's truly amazing. Awesome, just beautiful, beautiful trail. And when you start to get this exposed rock like this on the trail, oftentimes it means we're getting pretty close to the summit. It means the bedrock is just getting really, really shallow and close to the surface. So when that bay rock hits the surface, it means all that erosion has taken all the surface stuff off of the pass. Should be getting there pretty soon. Super exciting. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous place. Northern Albania, man. You gotta make the trip. This is cool. I've never seen a little painted trail sign bend like this to show that the trail turns that direction. It's just kind of interesting and cool. Here it is, we made it to the summit. Very cool Albanian flag. It's a neat one with the double-headed eagle on the bright red and a really cute little, very nappy Labrador.
We made it, top of Valbona Pass. It's lunchtime, so lots of people chilling, but hard to beat. It's down the Valbona side, in the valley. And of course, these mountains look familiar because that's where we came from, the Theth side. Just gorgeous. Well, this is truly incredible. I haven't seen mountains this rugged in Europe outside of the Italian Dolomites, and the Alps look very, very different. So it's just not like the Alps. It's really not like the Dolomites either. It's just peaks of the Balkans. Truly, truly beautiful spot. Whew. Accursed Mountains, peaks of the Balkans trail, Theth and Valbona, man. Oh man, this was so beautiful. Super worth the trip just for this. But time for us to find a spot for Lily to have some lunch. Then we'll head down, see if we can figure out how to get to the Blue Eye. Maybe have a little swim before we head home. Boom, boom. Well, the good news is we almost beat the rain back to the car, but that rain does look like some pretty dark clouds. There was thunder a little bit ago. I don't know. I was really hoping to go hit up that Blue Eye and go swimming, but I don't think this is gonna break apart. It looks like it's filling in more than it is breaking apart. So I guess maybe I'll go get some caffeine for the car at the market, and we'll just head back over that pass and hope the weather's different on the other side. Maybe we'll find a good swimming hole over on the other side of the mountains. I'll tell you what, I was thinking about camping over on that side by Theth, and it is so
beautiful over there, but given the rain, I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't. It's one of the things I guess to think about. If you're gonna hike the peak of the Balkans, I think wild camping would be awesome, but if you're gonna get some rain, it would be really nice to be inside a guest house, because the rain was pretty intense. Being from the Pacific Northwest, I am well aware how much the rain is no fun when you're camping. I'll put up with a lot of it. I mean, in the Northwest, you kind of have to, there's no choice, but at the same time, it really can just destroy the experience. Next week, I'm on to Lake Ohrid, and it is so beautiful. I was super excited about it before, and it was way more awesome than I expected. I'd heard it called the Lake Como of the East, and I wouldn't be surprised if Lake Ohrid today is not that dissimilar from Lake Como 50 years ago. It is super awesome, and when I finish that video, I'll link it right here on the end screen. So check it out.